Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction to Kentucky Ballistics, where today we have the double-handed 500 Smith & Wesson grips, gimmick or legitimate. The thumbnail looks hilarious, so I'm interested to see how that will go.
That's a pretty sweet gun, W.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Why don't you take a look at it? Why is the grip so big? It ain't. Pretty normal size grip.
Oh.
Pretty big.
Okay.
Nope. Looks pretty normal size to me.
Oh no.
Oh.
What's he
Yeah.
eating?
Would you like a tomato? Sure. I love tomatoes. Don't mind if I do.
Oh.
Oh. Well, you gonna get you a carrot too? Sure. Yeah, why not? Goes good with tomato. Now, going to wash all that down with a Coca-Cola. Oh yeah. That's nice right there.
This guy is huge. Okay.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And you know, I was scrolling around on Instagram the other day, and I saw a meme of a double-handed revolver grip. I assumed it was just a meme, but thanks to the wonderful world of eBay, turns out they are a real thing. I bought
that looks hilarious.
Several of these grips, and as you can see, they are double the length of a standard 500 Magnum grip. The biggest complaint when it comes to a 500 Magnum is the extreme recoil, and there's lots of videos out there of people losing control of 500 Magnums and losing their grip. I don't personally have that problem. That's not something I struggle with. I eat recoil for breakfast, but for most, it's a problem. So today we're going to find out, would having a double-handed 500 Magnum grip benefit you, or would it be a burden? And would you be able to stay on target better with a double-handed grip? Well, personally, I am very excited to try these things out, so let's get set up and get started. So today we have quite the spread of 500 Magnums, and I have a peanut butter and honey sandwich that I will enjoy here shortly. So the plan today is to shoot 500 Magnums with the sandwich a part of this lengths, but different lengths in grip. We have
There's actually pairs of them. Cool.
4-inch barrels, and we have 8 3/4-inch barrels, but as you can see, the grips are different sizes. We will shoot with the standard grip, and then we will shoot with the long grip. And just for
what just happened in the background? I'm sorry, what?
Fun, with the standard grip, and then we will shoot with the long grip.
It's a bird.
Just for fun, I have a 10.5-inch barrel 500 Magnum with an extra long grip, and this thing looks like a boomerang. Today I have a wide range of 500 Magnum ammunition to help.
Wow, that's a lot of birds next to him. Probably not for long when he starts shooting.
Gauge how well these double-handed grips handle recoil and punishment. This is all Underwood ammo. I have 350 grain rounds, 440, 500 grain, 600 grain Kentucky Ballistics hard cast, and 700 grain rounds. I am very excited to try these things out and see how they hold up. But first, I'm going to enjoy my peanut butter sandwich. And while I do so, you should hit that subscribe button.
Of course. So that's why it's there.
I'm full of peanut butter sandwich, and I'm ready to get started. I am going to take extra precautions. I have on a Premier Body Armor Kevlar helmet and a face shield just in case, because these things are made out of wood, and they are huge, and there's a chance that this could break. So I want to make sure I don't canoe my forehead. So the plan is to shoot 5 rounds of 350 grain jacketed hollow points out of each of these and see if I can stay on target better with the extra long grip. Then we'll load up a cylinder of each 500 Magnum loading in each gun, shoot them, compare, and see how the grips hold up, and see if they handle the recoil better. It is very cold today. I want to say it's in the low 20s. Now, I know somebody out there says it's way colder where they live, but I don't care. Regardless, it's going to hurt my fingies. Maybe I should wear gloves. Okay. I'm just going to shoot at the steel target. 4-inch barrel. Here we go.
Oh yeah. I love 500 Magnum. Ah yes, the scream after every shot. The authentic experience.
It's so cold.
Oh
It's
no.
so bad. I mean, I love it. That felt great. Woo,
Ah yes.
yeah. Let's
Sure.
do it some more. So now it's time for the double-handed grip. And I'm sure you will notice that I have put on gloves. Now, some of you may be saying, he put on gloves.
Okay, yeah, I should make this a bit louder because I can't quite hear him.
Because his hands are cold and he's afraid he's going to rip the webbing in his hand. You would be wrong. I put these on for the grip's sake, okay? I don't want to damage the grip with my gorilla grip. So I put them
buddy,
on
yeah, sure.
to give it a fighting chance.
Definitely.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if this thing holds up.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, I will continue. Here we go.
Okay. I thought it like broke on the first shot and I was like, huh? Okay, now I can lower this back down again.
You know what? That actually did help a lot.
Nice.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's... Holy shit, I noticed that there were so many birds and they just all immediately take off. That's funny. Yeah, that's a lot less recoil. The birds are taking off again. Okay, the birds are probably gonna be the funniest part of this video. Aside from the grips themselves. Yeah, that's reduced it by about twice, I would say.
So
about half, I guess.
Cracking, you can see some marks right here.
Okay.
Where I was squeezing it super hard. No cracking.
Yes. Definitely.
It's not loose. I'm actually pretty surprised. I thought it was going to snap. And I do believe I was able to stay on target a little better with both hands on here. So, not bad.
Okay.
STI. What? Some mellow yellow, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to get your start in firearms technology or gunsmithing or other things like that, be sure and check out STI. There's a link in the description down below. So now we're going to move on to the 8 3/8 inch barrel using 350 grain bullets. Here we go.
Okay. Ooh. That's some big recoil.
All right. Not bad. Now for the double-handed grip, which I will say, this one has a little bit of play right here.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, that doesn't seem too good, but okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel that moving. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Well, it still seems to be reducing the recoil a little bit. Or maybe not so much. Well, let's see the comparison.
I definitely do feel like I can hold on to it better and maintain my sights on the target better after shooting it.
Okay.
But this one, I don't know. You can see it's moving.
Okay, nice muzzle brake on those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that seems to only reduce the recoil a little bit.
You can see here,
unlike the previous one.
There is a lot of movement now.
Oof.
But
yeah, that's not great.
I do not think that this is just going to break. So I'm going to probably keep using it.
Okay.
And I'm going to save the extra long barrel for the very end. Now we're going to move on to shooting all 5 different loadings of 500 Magnum in each one. So we'll start out with the 4-inch barrels. We'll do a 350. We have a 440 grain hard cast.
Oh, so it's all the different ones in each.
Then we have
chamber.
A 500 grain hard cast. Then a Kentucky Ballistics 600 grain hard cast. And then last, we have 700 grain hard cast.
That's a big one.
I will take one shot with the standard grip with one load, and then I will take another shot with the extra long grip with the same load until we make it through the whole cylinder. Let's see what this thing can handle. Here we go. 350.
That's a lot of recoil. That's a lot less recoil.
It's more controllable. 400 grain. Again, more controllable. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to stop shooting the steel target at this point. I'm just going to shoot the railroad ties because I don't think shooting a hard cast this large at a steel target this close is probably a good idea.
Yeah, could be a problem, I guess.
Ooh, there's a difference there.
Yeah, that sounded louder.
Better.
Ooh.
I did control the recoil better there, I felt like. 600 grain.
Okay. Ooh.
See,
better and better.
Double-handed.
Okay.
I do feel like it's better. Okay, 700 grain. Let's see how the double-handed grip handles that.
Yeah. Okay, very noticeable difference, yes. On this one. The bird's flying away again, okay. Also pretty good. Of course, not perfect, but you can't really expect anything to be able to properly control the recoil of a 500 Magnum. Okay, 600, not that much difference at this point, but you still can see it. And the 700? Yeah, okay. Still noticeable.
I will say that even though this thing is super long and ridiculous, I do feel like I'm able to manage the recoil better with this double-handed grip. I didn't think that it would actually make a difference, but it does. My only concern would be over time, how much punishment is this going to be able to take? Because I'm able to hang on to this thing so much tighter and apply so much more force forward. Eventually, I feel like you could have some cracking back here, but as of right now, it's holding up pretty good.
So just because with the shorter grip, I guess, most of the energy goes into your hands, but here more can go into the grip because you're holding it tighter.
Now we're going to move on to the 8-inch barrel, which I'm a little bit hesitant about because of the movement I have in this grip.
That
but
does
I think
not.
It's going to be okay. I mean,
that does not look promising, but let's see.
The worst that could happen, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
350 grain. Not bad. Double-handed grip. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, not seeing much difference on this one. Like, there is a tiny bit, I think, but for the most part, it's just about the same. Yeah, you can see a bit of difference on this one. Okay. Again, maybe just a little bit. I guess it's not that effective at a longer barrel length. Yeah, it's barely a difference, I think. And on this one, well, again, I guess you can see just a little bit.
With the 8 3/8 inch barrel, I'm not honestly feeling as much of a difference as I do.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing as much of a difference. So I guess, yeah, for a longer one, it doesn't matter that much.
With the 4-inch barrel, for some reason, this one.
Or maybe that has to do with the wobble with the play, that it's not secured so tightly.
And this one, even with the double-handed grip, feels kind of similar. But with the 4-inch barrel, you can really tell a difference between the standard grip and the extra long grip. Now, I will say, regardless, it is easier to hang on to this gun with the double-handed grip.
I mean, obviously, you got more points of contact.
But when it comes to the recoil, there's not a whole lot of difference there, in my opinion. The slow-mo may tell a different story. But all in all, still did okay. I am a little concerned because this thing just keeps moving and it's getting worse. And when I shoot it, you can feel the gun rocking inside the grip. But again, I think that may just be this one individual grip. I assume these are all custom made. And with custom made things, sometimes are custom made problems. So
I guess it would be best to custom make them for each particular gun so that they fit perfectly.
This one just may be a little flawed, but this one right here, I mean, it's hanging on strong.
It's just right.
So now I want to see what's it like to shoot the 10.5-inch barrel with the double-handed grip.
The big one, the big boy.
Just gonna shoot at the railroad ties. Here we go. 350.
That is a ridiculously big handgun. Okay.
Oh, nice. 400.
You just got jammed.
Oh no. Oof.
Uh-oh. Light primer strike. 400.
Okay.
500. 600.
Okay.
700. So compared to all the other barrel lengths, this is definitely the most fun to shoot. If you were going to shoot a 500 Magnum and
that's also a really interesting looking muzzle brake.
You wanted the least amount of recoil possible and the most control possible, it looks like it's a 10.5-inch barrel with a double-handed grip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is the longest, so I guess it is the heaviest and therefore the least recoiling.
I do have a little bit of movement in that one.
Though it's also more powder burn, so I'm not sure how exactly it would go.
So there's one last thing I want to do. Many of you may not know this, but I actually hold the world record for fastest 5 shots on target with a 500 Magnum. I actually broke that record with Jerry Michelik probably about 5 years ago.
99.
Wow. 1 second?
9/100ths of a second.
What I want to know now
is
how fast can I put 5 rounds on target with 350 grain rounds out of the 4-inch barrel with the standard grip and with the two-handed grip. Will I be more accurate with the two-handed grip, and will I be faster with the two-handed grip?
Interesting. Let's go.
All right, we only hit it twice.
I think that was not as fast as in that video he just showed.
Well, we got through all 5 rounds fairly quickly. Let's see if I can do any better with the double-handed grip. Honestly, don't know if I'm going to do much better, but let's see. Get on target here. It's weird aiming with this thing. Your point of aim is off.
Oh, well, it definitely does give you more recoil control. So let's see. Ooh.
Hit the target once.
Bruh.
But I do feel like I was a little bit faster that time.
Yeah.
This thing is kind of weird when you're aiming because normally I have this thumb tucked and I have my natural point of aim. But when you're holding this thing with 2 hands, it kind of cocks it to the left there a little bit. So it's kind of unnatural. And that's probably why I missed every single time. I would definitely need to practice with this more if I was actually going to use it. So after my testing today, I have found that the double-handed 500 Magnum
these revolvers all in a row look really cool.
Grips aren't as much of a gimmick as I thought they were. I was actually able to manage recoil a little bit better with these, and they held up pretty well. Now, when it comes to the longer barrel, it does seem like it is giving this grip a little more punishment than the 4-inch barrel for some reason. That all being said, I don't know how this would work if you were gonna carry this on your hip in bear country or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably going to get caught on something and
That
be
wouldn't be
quite
great.
a burden just, dangling off your hip like that. But if you're shooting 500 Magnum for recreation and fun, that may
As
be an
most
option.
do.
What did you think about the double-handed 500 Magnum grips? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
He sure does hate those tables. Oof. Okay, that was a pretty funny episode, especially with all these birds taking off every time he shot. And yeah, interesting results that it doesn't seem to do much on the longer barrel, but yeah, still very fun, very hilarious as kind of a gimmick to show to your friends, like, look how big my gun is. But yeah, not much else to say. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.